advertisement? He's not exactly secretive about it. I mean, what's the point of getting a job or hiring folks if you're not going to let them know you're hiring?
I ask her for the general information so that I can say I'm coming in because I heard a job from this ad or such.
Okay. So Ajax, you get up there and you can see that it's a very large mansion that's pretty elaborate and decorative looking, and it's surrounded by a pristine green lawn on all four sides from what you can see, because there's also a pretty large wall that's encircling it, and there's a large gate with a driveway leading up to the mansion. So, do you just walk up the front gate?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, well, as you walk up to the front gate, which is closed, a guard comes out of a little guard shack and says, "What do you want?"
Yeah, I heard that there was some sort of party thing going on, and I'm passing through the city, and I was wondering if he possibly required any more. Wanted to hire some extra security for the party. I'm Mandalorian, and I figured maybe that you'd be looking for some more people to hire.
Yeah, no, it would make his guests feel really safe having an armored Mandalorian walking around. Everyone would love that.
Well, instead of you making that judgment call, why don't you let me talk to him, or someone else who's more in charge than you?
Well, you could talk to my superior, but I'm pretty sure we aren't going to hire our security force the day that we're having an event. I mean, we could hire anyone at that point. We have a well-trained operation. I don't know what you're implying here, but we've all been thoroughly vetted. You may be able to get a job helping with some of the other tasks around the mansion, because I know they're all running around like womp rats back in the kitchens and stuff, but you aren't going to be allowed to wear your armor and carry a big giant weapon. And he's eyeing the rifle that you have.
Yeah, how about I do talk to your superior instead? That'd be real nice, thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
So he walks back into the guard shack and comes out with he's holding something in his hand, and then a hologram pops up. And the guy on the hologram says, "Yes, what is it?"
Hi, I was wondering if, your security staff, might be a little short-staffed. You need a little bit extra help today for the party.
Why would we hire unvetted security staff the day of an event?
Because I may or may not have information about a potential robbery.
A potential robbery? Are you trying to get hired as a security staff, or are you trying to give us information?
Why can't I do both? Look, I'm a bounty hunter. I've been tracking this thief, and I believe that this party is the next target. And I'm hoping to kind of flush him out and also prevent him from stealing from your employer. But, if he's planning on robbing from you, he's clearly not scared of regular security. But, he might get flushed out or get nervous if he sees me standing around.
Well, that's an interesting story, but how do we know that that wouldn't be part of his plan to have you get hired here?
Wait, so he's gonna get me hired here and tell him that he's gonna rob you, and then what, I'm supposed to take out like the entire security detail by myself? That seems real plausible there.
Well, once you have a man on the inside, things become a lot easier. I mean, do you think it's breaking news that someone's trying to rob Mr. Block? He's got billions of dollars worth of credits of materials in this mansion. Of course we're on the lookout for thieves, especially on a day like today.
Well, apparently, he's not afraid of you.
Some fictitious thief isn't scared of my security detail. Oh no, what should I do? Hire a random Mandalorian off the streets? And if you're a bounty hunter, you don't really want to be security for us, do you? You just want to catch this guy. So would you
Well-
really be concerned about the security of our operation if we hired you on as security when you've already admitted that you're just going to be bounty hunting this guy?
Isn't that part of security, you know, making sure you don't get robbed?
Yeah, that's my highly trained security staff. That's what we're doing right now. That's why we're not letting you into the premises. This is awfully strange.
No.
The hologram returns your stare unblinkingly.
I don't think your persuasion ever works, Ajax.
I mean, I'd say that you could work in some of our other positions that are needing a little bit of extra help, but this whole story seems a little bit strange. I don't know if we want to be letting you into the premises.
Like, the point is he's supposed to see me. That's the whole point. He's very good at staying hidden. We're trying to flush him out. So if he gets nervous, he might make a mistake. That's the whole point.
I'll take that into advisement and have my security guards dress up as Mandalorians.
Oh yeah, let me just go find the Mandalorian armor that you got laying around.
Do you see the giant mansion? Well,
You
if you're that
see the-
desperate to get inside and collect your bounty, you could try talking to some of our guests and seeing if they'll hire you as a bodyguard. All of our guests are fiscally responsible for anything that their bodyguards do, so feel free to come onto our premises if you're one of the bodyguards.
Happen to have a guest list / when they will be arriving.
You're gonna offer your services as they arrive at our mansion?
No, I'm gonna find them before they arrive. /
Okay, well great. They're not gonna be arriving for like another 12 hours.
Well, have fun getting robbed. Didn't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, you do. Okay, so now what do you do? Do you leave? Hello? What is Ajax doing? Is he leaving? Okay, let's
Yeah,
transition back to the hotel while Kyler decides on another plan of action. Okay, at this point I'd say that Lexa has to leave to get to work. So she leaves. Oh wait, we skipped what Lexa was gonna say with Dell, so we'll have that conversation now. Is there anything in particular she was gonna ask?
So aside from seeing futures with your mind abilities, what exactly is your role here? And how are you planning on getting in? Or are you even?
Well, unfortunately, I've only seen that we do indeed make it inside the mansion tonight. I haven't seen exactly how. Plus, there
All of
are
us?
also multiple versions of the future to account for, and in most of those versions, we seem to find some way inside.
Yes, but what do you do?
Good question. You
I'm
hear out
trying
of the corner
to-
of the room.
I'm trying to prevent the Sith from taking over the galaxy in the visions I've seen, and so far, almost all of the alternate versions of the future I've seen lead to this outcome. And I've put together this party by searching through different visions to find people who may be able to prevent it. Right now, our odds are slim, but they're still better than nothing. And I think that with your help, we have an even better chance of succeeding.
Right. Well, I don't pretend to know anything about the Force, but I still don't know. Okay, you put us. Are you funding us? You have money? Other than telling us that grown future is here and that we need to go in and, well, at least that they need to go in and steal some sort of artifact. I don't see your point. I don't see why you're even here.
Well, I am, or I used to be, a Jedi. I'm concerned about the future of the galaxy. If I sit back and do nothing and don't put this group together, the Sith will destroy and ruin the galaxy. That's why I'm here. If you're worried about funding, I'm also providing the ship for this operation.
There's this thing as transportation. I used it to get here. The ship isn't all that impressive. Sorry.
Well, I'm not trying to impress you. You guys are the ones who have the impressive skills that can help me save the galaxy.
Well, I'm just a little uncomfortable having a former, as you admit, former Jedi in my apartment just sitting around predicting the future. As far as I can tell, at least the rest of them have some sort of place in this group, even if I'm not exactly entirely certain what it is. And I look at Bakaz and then Kalani.
I walk up onto the ceiling.
Well,
He does that.
this group wouldn't even be here if it weren't for me. So if you're not going to trust me, you shouldn't be trusting anyone.
Oh, I don't. I assure you. Just curious about the people I'm working with. This whole time I never take my eyes off of Bakaz.
And then I go back to the corner.
Well, do you have any suggestions of proof I might offer? Although I suggested this to the others and they couldn't think of anything.
Well, do you have a Republic ID
Actual
still?
funding would be helpful.
Yes, I have my Republic ID.
Can I see it?
Sure. And he hands it to you.
Does it note anywhere on it that you used to be a Jedi?
Yes. And it also says that he was exiled from the Jedi Order.
Imagine there's like a little Jedi mark on it with a cross to it.
Well, if you're willing to carry this around with you, I'd say that's about as proof as we're going to get. And if the other Jedi says she'll stick around with you, I suppose I can't argue with that. I suppose. At any rate, I have a shift to get to. I don't mind you all staying here until you leave, but just let me make it clear, if I find anything out of the ordinary than it should be, well, I am a bounty hunter, so.
Good to know. I'll be glad to be out of your hair.
Aelin just smirks and smiles at her. Of course, Les.
And then I nod to them and go off to work.
Okay.
Well, I suppose I should head on down there and see if I can't at least try to get one of us in here. Kalani, have fun. Paquez,
Is Kalani even awake yet? I haven't figured
Yeah,
out what's
okay.
going on.
I don't know yet, or I don't know. He's mostly just mentioning people as he's kind of walking towards the door. Delphin, I still have my eye on you, lad.
Okay, well, good luck.
And Aelin did leave his sniper rifle in the apartment, but kept his blaster pistol.
Okay.
Please try not to mess up as much as Ajax.
I took as much weaponry as I'm allowed to take into the kitchen, which would be I'm not exactly certain what that would be.
Yeah, Aelin's got his blaster because that's standard self-defense. It's like, I have to leave this here? Okay.
Kaz dumps
here.
everything but his clothing and his credit chip, and his comp link on the floor right next to his staff and clothing. Everything.
Okay. Well, so for the employees and people, they allow, like, they have like personnel lockers that you can store weapons and stuff in before they let you into the rest of the mansion,
Okay.
Yeah,
and they're locked.
Then I put my sword in that, but I conceal my gun.
Do you have a concealed holster?
I don't think so. I was just planning on putting under robes.
Okay. Okay, so Aeland is walking up to the front gate.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so you, I guess, don't see Ajax, and you see the gate is closed. And the guard comes out of the guard shack and says, "What do you want?"
I'm looking for a job, possibly anything that you might have handy. Maybe a kitchen staff or maybe wait staff.
Yeah, that'd be great. I hear that they're pretty short-handed back in the kitchens and stuff. Do you have any sort of identification?
Oh, of course, here it is.
What do you hand him?
I hand him my generic Republic ID. It's as plain as can be. Nothing on it about previous service or anything.
Ah, so you're from the Republic.
Oh, of course.
Well, luckily for you, we don't really care much for the Sith occupation of this planet. Although there are some who do, so keep that in mind.
I will do that, lad.
Well, why don't you just take a walk back with Loro back to the kitchens, and we'll see if you can get some work there.
Alright, thank you very much. And on the way back, Aelin makes small talk with the gentleman.
Okay, the security guard is a Rhodian that you're walking back with.
He still makes small talk in English. Or common, I should say.
English.
Yeah, common, I should say. Or basic. And doesn't let on to the fact that he knows Rhodian.
Okay. So he actually gets on a small little two-person speeder bike and goes all the way around the mansion to the backside where there's another road that leads up to a loading dock area. And on the drive-by, you can see that on the east side of the mansion, there is a lake and a little beach area with a path that leads from the mansion up to the private dock area. And you fly past that on your way to the rear corner of the mansion where the loading area is. And then Loro takes you to, and there's a bunch of people and boxes and crates and things being offloaded everywhere, and everyone's pretty much in a rush. And he brings you up to a woman who seems to be generally in charge of things, and she is a Ventuinian. And he introduces her as Amara Hizante. She's sort of the chief of staff or overseer of the mansion. And so he introduces you as someone who's looking for work.
Alright. Greetings, lass. I sure could use whatever position you've got. A little bit of a pickle with credits right now.
Yes. Well, I'm afraid we're pretty busy here, but if you have a brain and hands, I think we can find something for you to do. Do you have any culinary abilities?
I can boil water.
Okay, that sounds like a no. I think that you might make a good waiter. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think I'd be very good. I'm very personable and all this jazz, and I can make at least some small talk, as our friend here can attest to.
Yes, you do look that type, although we'll have to get you into our official uniform.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, well, I guess, so you're just looking for work for today, right?
Yeah, that would be fine. Hopefully enough.
Because we don't have any permanent positions available.
Okay, that works.
Okay, then why don't you just follow my associate here, and he'll tell you what you need to know.
Alright, lead the way.
Okay, so she passes you off to another Ventuinian, and then she just rushes away, and he leads you past the loading dock into a series of rooms, which are where some of like the employee quarters are and stuff, where they have all the personnel lockers and things. And he leaves you to change into like a waiter uniform.
Cool. Aelin will leave his stuff in the locker, and we'll change off into the waiter uniform, I suppose.
Does he do anything else?
Other than trying to take note of everything that he's seeing, trying to make sure he doesn't get lost or something while trying to find his way back here or out to any exits or whatnot.
So he doesn't tell the others that he successfully got inside the mansion? Okay! Next scene.
Well, that's because he knew he was going to, but yeah, he probably let out a little code to let everybody know that he's in.
Okay.
Like maybe overcome and say, "Oh, boy, it's sure great to be inside this particular mansion. Thank you for letting me have this job. It's such a boon and everything."
Okay, so who wants to go next? Should we go to Kalani? What is Kalani gonna do?
I should probably go next.
Okay, because.
No more suspicious people before I go.
You are a suspicious person.
I mean, it all depends on how I'm dressed and how I act.
Yeah, but you're still because.
To all of you. But you all have experience with me. I can seem somewhat sane for small periods of time.
That's all I have
How
to say.
do you think Picasso got by before he ran it and got stuck with all of you guys? So let's see, I'll probably leave like an hour and a half after Elon did. I just walk up to the gate and let them know that
Okay.
I saw an ad for work in their kitchen.
Okay, so by this point, Laura is back. So, do you want to RP the conversation, or should we just say that he also escorts you? Well, actually, do you show them any sort of identification if they ask you for an identification?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So then they will happily also escort you back there. And you see the same things that Aelin did. You see the nice house and the beach and the lake and the loading dock. And at this point, there's even more activity in the loading dock, and there's almost a constant stream of hover sleds, and there are offloading trucks that are still bringing in food and other items into the place. And
I say, wow, this sure looks to be a big event.
yes, indeed. And after looking around for about 10 minutes, Laura finally finds the chief of staff and introduces you to her. She says, "Oh, we got another job candidate here."
If you still have openings, which I hope you do.
Well, do you have any culinary skills?
Well, as you can see, I don't typically consume solid foods, although I have made some.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like we're gonna skip out on the culinary abilities for you. So, and yeah, you look rather short to be a waiter. Well, we do need some other people to just do some manual labor grunt work, but you also look rather small for that too. Is there anything
I'm
that
sure
you're
you
good at?
Question. I'm a good mechanic. That's what I usually do, but I have had to stick with serving jobs and such before. Can't always get mechanic work. I tend to travel a lot.
Okay. Well, I guess you can, if you have a brain and hands, you can help carry some stuff around. I just want to confirm we don't have any permanent positions, so this will just be a one-day thing.
That's okay. I read that in the ad. I need something until I can get a mechanic job.
Okay. Well, if you'll just follow my assistant here.
Absolutely. And he looks at his assistant and gestures for him to lead on.
Okay, so he'll also lead you to the crew areas with the lockers. And give you a uniform to put on.
I make small talk, asking, what I'm specifically going to be assigned to do and my duties and stuff.
Well, for the first couple of hours, we need to finish offloading all these trucks. And then we'll be setting up all the tables and chairs in the various reception halls that we're having. And there's also going to be a dance later, so we'll need to set up for that. And the mansion's pretty big, and he doesn't really like droids, so we got to carry everything around by hand.
Okie dokie. Also, if any mechanical problems should crop up, I'm quite skilled in that, so just you can throw that work to me if anything happens.
Well, I think Mr. Black would prefer to keep the sensitive mechanics to his
Oh, of course, I wouldn't suggest
Trusted
anything
staff.
sensitive.
Well, if one of the lights goes down, maybe we'll look for you.
Ty sticks his hand out with his thumb up.
Okay, so in this time, Aeland has been sort of instructed on the general waiter etiquette. That's what I was looking for. The waiter etiquette that they use at the mansion. And Alexa has been helping out in the kitchen with her normal job. And Kalani has possibly been sleeping. And Ajak has been doing...
Yeah, what have you been doing there, Ajak? After, that. Meow.
Kylar, hello.
I'm thinking.
That's a dangerous
Because the
thing
guys
to
who
do.
told you that you should go look to be a bodyguard, did you follow that advice?
Or balcony.
Yeah, I think he's going to.
Oh no. Sniper on Overwatch is always a good idea.
But the balcony's on the wrong side of the building, so that's not gonna work.
I thought he said it was.
No, it's. I said her window and balcony overlook the road that the mansion is across from. You can see the mansion.
Oh,
The
Okay,
door's
never
on the
mind,
other
yeah.
side.
so if, no, so if I can't get it, actually no, yeah, I'm not gonna draw attention to myself, so I'm not gonna try that. No, he's gonna go back up. To
I
the-
need more attention.
Aww. You don't want to go back to the window and be like, guess what? I'm a bodyguard and I get to come into the mansion.
I mean, kind of. He kind of wants to do that, but not.
Wisdom
that.
roll.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually,
yes.
let's do that because he's kind of upset at these people. So, I think he should probably make a wisdom roll to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I can just see it. Ajak is over on the side of the road near the spaceport. Bounty hunter looking for, or bodyguard looking for work.
He's
Right,
holding,
no,
I can see the face palming now.
Yeah,
holding a cardboard sign.
yeah, the whole white cardboard sign.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Alright, so we can do it. Alright. Looking for bodyguard work. Excellent. Solid.
So glad I suggested the wisdom roll.
I mean, it's a good idea. It was probably necessary because he's kind of upset at these people.
Oh boy.
He's kind of like,
It's good,
oh, you
it's
know
good.
what? I will do that. Thank you.
Don't tell Pakaz about your plan. He'll just berate you.
It'll be good. He'll be a good distraction.
So, where would you like to go to look for said work?
Well, this guy give me like a list of people.
No, he did not give you the list. He just ignored you when you asked for the list.
Yeah, these are Block's friends. Sure, you could have a list of who they all are.
Yeah, why not? Well, he's gonna do some digging on the HoloNet to see if he can figure out who's all going to this thing.
What's the Star Wars equivalent of Hollywood Live?
Right? Exactly. Exactly. Where's TMZ?
Oh no. No, Star Wars, no.
Wild Mandalorian assault multiple celebrities on their way to the local mansion.
We're just breaking in live from the space shuttle, or the space station, or space dock near whatever city we're in. We've got a Mandalorian running crazy around. Apparently he's needing a job. What? Rob, are you sure this is the right story?
Yes, Joe, I'm getting in reports that the police are now closing in on him.
Scrolling through pictures of the Star Wars Kardashians.
Oh
Well, in
man.
addition to all of these news stories, you also also see some news stories about some of like the bigger names of the people who are like owners of various like CEOs of various companies and things that are being interviewed, bragging about how awesome they are. They're going to this party and showing off all their fancy clothes. And there's also segments of the news about the increase in business at all the local like jewelry shops and stuff, such as the one you guys were at yesterday, and an increase in the less well-known people who are also going to the party trying to look their finest. And
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna like kind of chill out by one of these jewelry stores and look for someone that he like recognized from the stories or not, and like inquire as to whether or not they wanted to look more impressive because they could afford a Mandalorian bodyguard, as a sort of a posturing look at me, I actually can afford somebody good kind of deal. That's what he's gonna pitch to people.
Okay, do you want to make some persuade rolls?
Yes, I would.
Breaking news, Joe. The shootout has.
Are you going to attempt the robbery and the bounty hunter-ness?
No.
Don't.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
How many persuasion rolls am I making here?
I'd say that probably like one person per hour comes into the store that you're watching who's actually going to the party.
So there's like
The
12
first person
hours.
looks at you like you're crazy and says, "Everyone would hate me if I brought a Mandalorian bodyguard to the party."
Reports just in 5 police officers have died, and the shootout looks like there's no end in sight. You hear over the news.
Okay, wait, I have another question. Are you like standing outside? Are you standing inside the store, like listening to like who's buying stuff specifically for the party, and just walking up to them as they like leave the store with their purchases, and or what exactly are you doing?
Oh, the fun I see happening from this.
No, he's outside, but like anyone who comes out of it, he's gonna be like, "Are you going to the gala thing or whatever?" So he asks other people, but he's not inside the store because he doesn't want the store to like kick him out or anything. Because like he's on like the thoroughfare with like gazillions of people.
Okay, so he's just generally standing out in amongst the crowd, and then if people say yes, then he offers to be a bodyguard.
Yep.
And if they say no, he says what?
Nothing.
He glares at them angrily,
Okay.
but it doesn't come
So
through
the
the
second
helmet.
person you offer your services to says, yeah, I'm pretty sure I couldn't afford that. Then he walks away.
Overall, every hour you see it in the
Oh my
store owner
goodness.
notices you
I
outside.
can't handle this.
Okay, so then in the third hour, someone comes out of the store, and you ask him if
At
he's
some
going to the
point, I
party,
think
and he says, well, actually, yes, I am going to the party. And then you say, do you need a Mandalorian bodyguard to be more impressive?
I mean, yeah, I'm running with the same shtick every time, so.
Okay. And then he says, well, that does sound rather impressive. Do you think you could demonstrate some of your Mandalorian prowess?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Wanna help me beat up some thugs that are bothering me about some debt that I owe them?
Wait, sorry, you're buying expensive jewelry while going after some people that have debt, like that you owe debt to.
Hey,
people.
bodyguards are supposed to be silent and
Yes,
imposing.
but if you owe debt to people, how are you supposed to pay me? And you haven't hired me yet.
Yeah, I have money. That's how I have the debt. How do you think I just bought
Well,
all
if you
this
have
jewelry?
debt, then you should go pay them back and stop being an idiot.
bye-bye.
Yeah, well, how about you just step into this alley over here?
How about now?
Okay, roll perception.
Oh dear.
Be some dead idiots pretty soon here. Hold on a second, I can't find my persuasion roll button.
Okay, you see that he's getting very aggravated. And it seems like he's reaching for a weapon. And then suddenly you hear a blaster shot behind you.
I'm all in an upscale district.
And then you hear a scream. Okay, yeah, okay, roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Someone really didn't want to go first.
Okay, so what do you do?
I don't know what's happening, so I'm gonna turn around.
Okay, you turn around. Want to roll perception? Okay, you see there are two people advancing on you with guns, although one of them is holding his foot, and the other one is sort of looking embarrassed.
I was turn and be like, don't you think that there's a better place and time for this?
Well, I suggested an alley.
So are they shooting at me or like what's happening? I'm still really confused as to what's happening here.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening.
Was that
It's only
you
been 1
talking,
second
or was
since
that
you heard a
some person
blaster
talking?
bolt and a scream, and you turned
Oh,
around.
who
and-
was talking? Was that the guy talking, or was you
Yeah, that was-
sarcastically
that was-
replying to me?
No,
I
that
couldn't
was the
tell.
guy.
The guy. Which guy? I wasn't
You were talking to.
talking to him. I was talking to the guy shooting at us.
Oh, they're like not right next to you. There's a crowd
Yeah.
of people. You just see them. So if you said that to them, they did not hear you. There are
Well, you
also
didn't tell
now
me
people starting to
distances or
scream
anything,
and
so-
panic at this point. Because they can see a blaster and they heard blaster fire.
No, he's just gonna he's gonna like step away from the guy.
Okay, so you step away from him. He tries to punch you, but fails.
Yeah, I was gonna say punching Mandalorian armor. That's smart.
That's called broken hand plan right there.
Well, you sidestepped, so he didn't even hit you. Then he pulls out a vibro bed dagger. Oh my!
He stabs himself in the throat.
They're just so scared of me. They can't handle it.
I
Also,
was
I'm-
worried about
I'm
you getting
wondering-
like,
Also, I'm wondering with the punching
if
the
it's odds,
armor
something bad happens.
idea. Would you even sidestep a punch when you're in your armor? And it's just a
Well,
fist.
he didn't really sidestep the punch on purpose. He just stepped away, and the guy was trying to punch him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, nothing bad happens. He just swings his fibro dagger, and it looks hideously awkward.
Wow.
And the other two fire at you.
The question is, do I ever even actually need to do anything, or can I just watch them break all of their energy bolts? And being like, you guys just suck. Actually, that's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna defend against every attack, but just kind of stand there.
Okay, you stand there.
But like, defending it. But also looking to see if like police are coming or anything.
Do you like shout salt while you're doing this?
Well, it's just gonna be like, what, like, I'm assuming you're friends with those guys in the club.
And then the guy will say, maybe you should mind your own business.
Oh.
Wow.
What?
What?
Well, they're gonna die real fast here now, folks.
What?
If you don't go down first.
Please, I'm fine. That's only like half my health.
I think that's literally the only way they could have hit you.
It is. It is the only way they could have hit.
What's your defense?
I believe it's 23.
Oh, okay. They aren't super lucky. So the two shoot you like right in one of the chinks of your armor. One of them is like in your neck, right underneath where your helmet is.
You know, since I don't have a character token, like, this is just awkward, and I don't know where anyone is or anything. So, you know.
We're using our imaginations. I mean, there's no like nothing obstructing them because
Have the civilians gotten out of the way now? Can I shoot them without fear of hitting civilians?
Yeah, the civilians ran away last turn.
Okay.
Civilians are gone. Open fire.
It's more just
Character
for like
token
subtracting my health. Yeah.
Yes, I will do that.
And it's easier for doing attack purposes.
Okay.
They're fighting on top of the planet.
If you want me to, There. See, this doesn't really make that much of a difference, but that's the general idea. The store is, like, right here. That's where the door is to the store.
Alright, the general idea is that I'm going to use auto fire on these fools over here. Oh wait, hold on a second, I need to do my condition track nonsense. Oh sweet, I only go down one because my threshold is 24. Excellent. Oh wait, no, my
What?
reflex defense is 24.
Wait, your fortitude defense is what?
My fortitude is 23. Well, now it's 24. My reflex and fortitude are both 24 normally. So the only
Okay, well
other
then you go
32
you go down 2. Because that one hit you first.
Oh,
And it
you're right.
lowered.
'Cause the other one hit me first. You're right.
Also, if it's a tie, it wins.
No. Sure. I thought I had to exceed it.
It's the same thing as an attack.
Yeah, I think attacker wins a tie.
Yeah.
Oh, great damage roll right there, folks.
So is that with all the... Yeah, that's with all the penalties.
Yeah, I put all the penalties in.
Okay, that hits them. So you hit them both. And they yell. But luckily your blaster fire doesn't hit anything else. Or anyone else.
Do you really want to die? Leave now.
Then the guy who was first talking to you says, I think you're the one who's gonna die.
Nah.
No, they just made him angry.
Okay.
Keep this up, Kyle. Are you gonna have your own invitation to walk in to the party all by yourself?
And auto fire again, because why not?
And they both sort of duck out of the way. And
It's auto fire, so they take half damage.
okay, they duck out of the way and most of the shots go over their heads and into the wall behind them. Okay, this guy runs over here and then shoots you. What's your reflex defense?
Hold on a second, I need to check it now. It's 22.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna aim at the one that's farthest away.
Okay, that hits him right in the chest, and he falls to the ground.
And he'll look to the other two, back off.
You think the Rancors are scared of you? You're nothing.
Please, you got 2 lucky shots off. You can hit the broadside of a barn. As he just moves very slightly and a bolt goes over his head.
And then he slashes
wow.
you in the ribs.
What is it with this?
This is just more than slightly absurd. 3 natural 20s, that's ridiculous.
getting them out of the
two
way
of them were one after the other.
How much health do you have left?
Well, they
It's a
also got
secret.
2 natural 1s in a row, so...
Yeah, but regular attacks wouldn't have done anything to me anyway, so...
Okay, so what do you do now?
I'm gonna shoot at the other one.
How are you still alive?
Because he has like a bazillion hit points.
Yeah, but I don't know how many.
Okay, that guy also falls to the ground.
Also, is he down the condition track at all at this point? Those were some big hits.
I'm 2 down. But still winning.
Well, yeah, if I get another one, I'm just gonna call GM cheats.
Yeah, I found out how to hack roll 20. So I could roll whatever die I wanted.
And I have to wonder if there is a command to force a roll of 20.
Okay, Jack.
slash roll.
Yeah, you're going away.
Oh my. Oh my.
Bye-bye.
Something's not living.
Yeah, you turn
Yowie.
around to the guy with the with the vibro dagger and basically you shoot him in the face, and he falls over dead.
Yep, this is gonna be a good time for me to activate my stealth generator and vanish like.
That's it. Aren't you gonna loot his corpse first? He might have an invitation.
Oh yeah, the Rancor. Yeah, the gang's got an invitation.
Are we hearing this fight over comms?
Nope. Sorry.
Probably not.
Yeah, Iland is probably more focused on trying to make sure he doesn't screw up.
Well, he'll check to see what's happening around him, and if it looks kind of sketchy, he's gonna try and disappear.
You see a lot of people staring at you.
What, does nobody stand up to gangs in this town?
Someone from the crowd yells out, "Not if they want to live."
You know, someone would think the Sith would do better control of the criminals here.
Ooh.
Most of the people in the crowd start trying to walk away from you and stop looking.
Wow.
You see, once they get a certain distance away, they start running.
But one guy starts walking towards you.
And I'm gonna see if he looks hostile or not hostile. Oh, now I get a good roll.
He looks not hostile.
What?
He looks
What?
not hostile.
Alright, then I will let him approach.
He says, "Hey, that was some impressive work."
Yeah, not my best effort. I was trying to not kill them. You know, once they got a couple shots in on me, then it was self-defense.
Well, I don't have a lot of credits, but are you for hire?
Depends on, what you want me to do.
Well, am I correct in assuming those were the rabid rancors that were after you?
Yeah, there's a bar shootout struggle over some sort of loan nonsense, and try to intervene. I ended up accidentally hitting the guy in the face. I guess they took it a little personally.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of in a little bit of a spot with them too. So if I could hire you on as a bodyguard, that would work perfectly.
Well, I'm not really going to be in town long, I don't think, but yes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. How long are you in town for?
Well, I originally came looking to see if I could get some bodyguard work to go to that gala thing that's happening. Figured those rich folks would have quite a bit of credits. I could make some quick cash. I'm kind of strapped at the moment.
Ah, you wanted to go to the gala. Well, I happen to have received an invitation, although I don't think I'm going to be going because the rabid rancors are certain to have some eyes and ears there, and I'd rather not risk it.
Well, if you've got problems with them, the best way to deal with that is, you know, get them to make a move and deal with them as they pop up, and then take the fight to them. But, you know, showing that you've got a Mandalorian on your side might not be a bad idea, and it's a pretty public location. But I'll be
Do you
your
want to roll
bodyguard.
persuasion?
Yeah, sure. It's still worse than my other persuasion rolls, right?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, right.
Wow.
Shoot on the condition track. I swear there's like a jinx on my persuasion roll. Like I haven't rolled above like a 6 on any of my persuade rolls. I hate everything.
Why are you so honest? You should try deception.
Nope. Mandalorians don't like lies. Sorry.
Okay, so he says, "Yeah, I think I'd rather just get back to my apartment. I've been outside too long as it is." So, are you gonna come with me and guard me or not?
I'm not exactly in a good condition at the moment. If you're not going to the gala, which, I'm,
Well, I
I
have
wish you
some
well, but-
supplies back at my place. I could try to patch you up.
well, what kind of trouble are you in with them? How many people are they going to send after you when they find you?
Well, they really like to settle their debts, and usually that implies leaving a dead body, so...
Well, what kind of debt are we talking here?
I, decided to stop accepting bribes from them, so now they're trying to kill me.
So what did you do that they were bribing you?
I, work at a local insurance company, and I was, forging some numbers. The rabid rancor is a big epidemic in the city. They got about a sixth of the whole upper echelon on the cut, so they make heavy use of bribery.
What kind of stuff do you insure?
We insure everything.
Anything from the Blockhouse collection?
I'm not really supposed to discuss that with strangers.
Look, you're right. I will come back and get some supplies with you. And maybe we can help each other out.
Okay, great. Just try not to look too crippled there.
That's not gonna be a problem.
Okay, excellent. Don't worry, my apartment's not far. We'll just cut it short. Speeder.
Persuasion roll for acting.
Nope. You gotta come to the other guys. Guys, my
See, that would be a deception, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, that
Oh,
would be.
that's true.
Anyway, I'm gonna calm everybody. I couldn't get in as a security guard. I was trying to look for some work, but those gangsters showed up again. I might have a lead into seeing if this block guy actually has what we think he has, from somebody else who's gotten in trouble with this gang. If I don't hear back from me in an hour, I'm dead. So, good luck, everyone.
Does anyone wish to respond to this message?
I mean, depending on whether they said it was okay to have my comlink with me, if they said no, I'd probably put it in my locker that they provided.
I
You're
just
just
muttered.
mainly not allowed to have weapons. You can have comlinks, though. Those are like...
No, I don't respond.
I just
Okay.
mutter into mine. Watch your back.
So let's see. So Ajax went about an hour before Aelund and Lexa, and he spent about 3 hours trying to persuade people. So I think, yeah, this is like just shortly after Bakaz started working.
And what time of day would that be?
Like 10:30, 11-ish.
So
Kalani
probably
family
time
rules
for.
out of bed.
Okay, now we move to Kalani. What is Kalani doing?
I think I need a break first, though. Can we take a quick
Okay,
break?
yeah, let's take 10-minute break.
Oh, that was. Oh, that was interesting. Yes.
And it's not my fault this time.
No, not your fault.
I think it's the first time Ajax has something really big, though.
Oh boy. Okay, be right back.